Hey guys, thank you so much for sitting down with me here and going over how to properly fill out your homestead tax exemption. This one is primarily for the Dallas County residents. And so, any clients that I currently have or past clients that are looking to fill out this information, where to find certain things to put on that application, where to send it, this is for you. So, here is a copy of what the homestead exemption looks like. Okay. And you're probably wondering, where do I find this? Okay. Well, what you're going to do first is you're going to go to DallasCAD.org, O-R-G. Okay. It's going to bring you to this page right here. What you're going to do next is you are going to click on forms. Okay, so you would find that on your navigation link side of that home page, and you're going to click on Residence Homestead Exemption Application, the very first one under Exemption Forms. Now it's going to ask you for your name. So again, if you live in Dallas County, this is for you. You are going to put in your last name. I'm going to use one of my past clients as an example here. And I am going to click on his address. So you'll find it here when the property addresses pop up. There may be more than one. If there's somebody with the same last name, make sure you put your last name in. First name, it's going to get a little bit tricky. Okay. And you are going to go to print homestead form. Okay. You will need to print this out. You will need to mail this in. Okay. But what will happen is it will bring you to this, which is where we started our video at. Okay. So the very top here, you're going to have general instructions. Okay. This application, is used for people who own and occupy the property that they are living in. Okay. You're going to need to keep with it whenever you send it in a copy of your driver's license. Okay. So keep that in mind. I will remind you at the end of the video as well. So the first thing, step one, you're going to have your mailing address. And basically, this is if the mailing address shown above, which is right here, is incorrect and you want the mailing address to be changed, you would check that box, which most of you probably will not have to worry about that. If the mailing address is correct but does not match the property address shown above, then please explain why. We probably aren't going to need to worry about step one. Okay. So let's get on down to step two, which is your ownership status. Do you own the property for which you are seeking exemption? If you are filling this out, then yes, the answer to that is going to be yes every single time. Okay. So you'll check yes. Does more than one person own this property? Okay. If you're married, guys, you're going to check yes. If you're single, you're going to check no. It's pretty easy. If you purchase the property with somebody else, you will check yes. However, if you are not married, you will need to fill out separate homestead tax exemption forms and get those sent in if you want all the tax benefits that come with this. Okay. So please indicate the ownership status. Again, if you're married living separately, if you're an heir to the property, or if you're a single adult or surviving spouse, you will check whatever pertains to you. So again, fairly easy. If it's in a trust, you're going to check that. At which point you'll need, again, it says that you'll need to attach the trust document. And just reiterating what I said earlier, each individual owner, unless you're married, will need to do a separate application. Okay. So we're already on step three, moving right along. This is the general homestead residence homestead exemption. Okay. So you're going to check this. If you are age 65 or older, if you are disabled, if you are a surviving spouse of a disabled person, or somebody 65 or older, guys, this is not the video for you. I'm not saying that you can't receive tax benefits. So you are able to check this. This is primarily going over the homestead exemption. So you're just going to check this one for right now. Okay. Guys, if you are late filing, I would reach out to your to the county office just to make sure that you receive all the tax benefits that you need coming to you. However, the way that I understand it is, as long as you purchased a property, this video is being made in 2023. If you purchase in 2021, we're okay. Okay. So understand, if you're purchasing 2021 and you have not filed your homestead tax exemption, you do not need to check this box. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on down to step 4. Okay. On what date did you begin occupying this property as your principal residence? What I want you to do is I want you to go back to the initial tab that you came through on whenever you click this, and look at this deed transfer date. Okay. Even if you did renovations and didn't move in for a couple of months, even if you didn't move in right away, right? If you waited a couple of weeks or whatever to get fully moved over, don't worry about it. Just put this date on there. Okay. So you're going to put that date as your date. Then we have how many acres or fraction of an acre, not to exceed 20, do you occupy as your principal residence? Okay. You're going to go back over here. You can click up top on land, or you can just scroll down. It's all on the same page. Okay. And right here, it has the area and it gives it to us in square feet. Now, if you're somebody that wants to convert, acreage to square feet just to be absolutely certain, go for it. Right. But realistically, I am telling you that the county is not going to assess extra value to your property unless typically you're over an acre. So I would just put under or less than 1 acre. Okay. Now you're going to come over to part C. Are you claiming an exemption on another property or a previous residence? And you would say no, because typically you are not, unless for some reason you had already received a homestead on another property earlier that year. But at that point, you're not filing for for homestead for another property, right? That's really what they're trying to make sure of. So you're going to click that no, you are not claiming an exemption on another property. Okay. D, on January 1st, did you occupy this property as your primary residence, but were temporarily away? So, if you relocated for your job or whatever, anything like that, you can fill out the rest of this, but most of you are going to say no, that you are not temporarily away. Was your residence less than 100% complete on January 1st that the application was made? So if you built a home, for instance, and it wasn't available on January 1st, okay, then you would click yes, and then you would attach the proof that it wasn't 100% complete. But you would, this is a situation to where if you moved into a pre-existing home, then it's already been completed, and don't worry about that one. Move on. Was any portion of your property used for rental purposes? So if you use it for a long-term rental or Airbnb purpose, then you would click yes. But majority of you who are not renting any portion of your property, just click no. Is this cooperative housing? Okay. I can tell you right now, at least for all of my clients, no, it was not. Okay. So this is if a company owns the property and multiple people are living in and out of the property, moving in and out, just by design, and that's what it's for. That's cooperative housing. So now we're down to H. Is the person applying for this exemption one, a resident of a facility providing services related to health, infirmity, or aging? Guys, if you do work for any kind of company that pertains to this kind of industry or this kind of work, feel free to ask them about it. Say, hey, look, I'm looking to fill out my homestead tax exemption, and this might be a benefit in working here. Do you know if it is? Get in touch with the right person, because the right person will know to tell you how to fill that out or give you proper documentation that says that you are a part of that. But if you have nothing to do with that industry or anything to do with that, you're hitting no. Okay. Are you a certified participant of the address confidentiality program? Guys, if you're in witness protection, or if you are a victim of family violence, sexual assault, stalking, anything like that, to where you are trying to keep confidential where it is that you live, if this pertains to you, you would click yes, okay, and attach proof, but most of you are probably hitting no. Okay. Do you hold a driver's license issued under transportation code for federal judges, U.S. Marshal, or again, individuals trying to keep their identity confidential to the public? If this pertains to you, click yes. If it doesn't, no. Okay. And then if you're an active duty member of the U.S. Forces or a spouse of an active duty member, a lot of you this could pertain to. And if it is, then just follow the instructions. If it's yes, and check yes. But if it doesn't pertain to you, just hit no. Then step 5, attach the required documents. This is where I'm going back to make sure that you have a copy of your driver's license and it matches the residence in which you are claiming as a homestead. Okay, so if you haven't changed your driver's license yet, go get it changed and make sure that you have a copy of that before you turn this page in. Okay, so that is very crucial. You will need that. Okay. Now we're just immediately going to go down to step 6, read, provide information, sign and date. Okay. So basically all you are going to do is put in your driver's license number. If you have a spouse, put in their driver's license number, your dates of birth. You can put in a phone number here. You put in an email to be able to reach you. And then you are going to sign, print your name and date. And then what you are going to do is you are going to go back up to the top and you are going to send this information, okay, to this PO box, this direct mailing address right here. Okay. I understand that it says you may be eligible to apply online at dallascad.org. What we are doing here is we are showing you exactly where you would mail this document in. So you will need to print this document off and fill it out by hand. You will need to get a copy of your driver's license and you will need to send it to this address to ensure that you get all the tax benefits that are coming to you. Okay. So that really wraps everything up. If you have any questions whatsoever in the meantime, you know how to get a hold of me. I'm going to put that information into the description down here, and I would be happy to get in touch with you and help you along the way. Otherwise, let me know that you got this filled out. Let me know if this helped you. And yeah, I look forward to keeping in touch. So have a good one.